Hello everybody and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program, where I've accepted a few extra viewer contracts here, including DJ Daddy's The Heist contract, 4T4T's Moho Exploration contract, and there's a couple others that I saw there that I'm interested in, but I have not yet chosen to accept them at this moment. We'll see, but for now I feel like we have enough to go on for a little bit. So, we've got a couple of things going on here. We've got this honestly kind of boring exploration contract, which is just transfer crew between vessels near Minmus. We need to get it out of the way so that we can get more exploration contracts, but we do also need to spend some of our science here. So we're going to get that spent down so that we have everything spent that we can here. Then we do need to upgrade our R&D. That is going to cost quite a lot, but we'll get that done for now. What do we want to grab here? Advanced science tech for like convertitrons, mining, and the ionographer. That's actually pretty good for getting additional science investments, and that's actually all we can get for now. So I think that's okay for the moment. Now, I did accept the the Kerbal Life Research and Development 4T4T contract. Wow, I'm stumbling over my words a little bit here. But there's an advance payment of 90K for that. So we do need to grab the advance payment. So that's 90K, and we'll add in 100,000, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fantastic. So we get that, and then I think that we should probably do the heist mission from DJ Daddy. So Madbro acknowledged the challenge against their ability and is planning a heist to relieve the bank of some, or all, of their gold. So we need to send a mission to the station and secretly move the gold from the vault to the new craft and return it to Kerbin. And now I don't think Madbro is still in here. Correct. Madbro is not in here right now, but perhaps Madbro changed her name. And that's a possibility. Also, all of these Kerbals are male, so perhaps Madbro is in disguise. And it's going to be... Oh, yeah, our astronaut capacity is reached right now. We would have to upgrade this, and actually I'm okay with doing that. So we're going to hire in Dilful here. Dilful is Madbro in disguise at this point. Excellent. Madbro has snuck into the VAB and is going to design a craft that can steal all of the gold from the vault. So that is actually this vault here. I'm going to base it off of this design. We'll load that. It takes a while to load with all of that gold in the vault. Yeah, but we're going to be ditching the gold here. Of course, we need to go up and get the gold there. Now, this is a hostile activity. We're not going to be able to dock up with this docking port, of course. That's not going to be a thing. Instead, we're going to use the grabbing arm. So we're going to use the advanced grabbing unit here, and we're going to grab onto it, but we have to sneak up. It's going to be very interesting. All of the gold is going to be removed from the vault here, and we actually get the value of the gold. That's going to be... Well, we're going to be able to recover all of the gold, right? So that'll be fine. We need to return the gold back down to the surface. So we're going to remove the gold from this vault here, since the gold is up at the station. That's fine. We do have actually a plan for returning this, just in case, so this is reasonably fine. We've got radial mount parachutes here and these photovoltaic panels. We've got these drogues. That should be completely okay. However, Madbro is and has always been an engineer. Madbro is not a pilot. So we're going to need a way for Madbro to control this that is not actually piloting it, right? So we're going to need to put in a pod here. This is going to be a Prototype Octo 2. There we go. And I'm just going to like obscure the Prototype Octo 2 here if I can. Yeah, it's buried in the advanced grabbing unit, so that's fine. Other than that, Madbro is basically stealing this craft, right? So this is actually going to be Madbro's theft craft. Beautiful. Okay, so Madbro is in here in disguise, and at this point, all of the transponders should be correct since we're stealing this craft, right? So Dilful, or should we say Madbro, should be completely fine with this. Now, I feel like this docking mechanism is kind of pointless. We're not going to be undocking this really at all. So, oh, we already had an Octo 2 in there. That's kind of funny. We need to undo that and get that linked together. We need to reroute this into being... the command pod is fine. We'll make it be the command pod. And then we're just going to change this around a little bit. We don't need this docking system since we're not planning to dock anything to it. Instead, we need to put in a decoupler. Unfortunately, Madbro has managed to get access to our 3D printer, and so is able to make some of these changes. This SAS is going to be removed. We are instead going to be running an SAS here. And this will, of course, be a large SAS. There we go. That'll do. And then this attachment here is awkward, of course, because we've got the batteries up inside of here. How are we going to get those out of there? I guess we'll clip our camera in like this. Can we get the battery selected? Yes. Beautiful. Okay, so what do we want for battery power here? Do we just attach some batteries to the side? I mean, Madbro is a cowboy engineer, so that does seem like the kind of thing Madbro would do. This is more than enough electric charge here. We do not need these photovoltaic panels. We'll ditch those. Anything else that we need here? This should do it. Yeah, this should do the trick. Cool. Well, Madbro, you're able to sneak it out onto the pad somehow. Somehow. I have no idea how Madbro is pulling this off, to be honest. Like, getting access to the 3D printer is one thing, but how do you get access to the... Well, I suppose it's more about, like, physical access to the facility, right? We prevent physical access to the facility, so we don't need to prevent them from... Once they get in, there's no security. It works like tanks that way. We just prevent physical access to the location there. Now, this is... Madbro, you did not set up this staging correctly. Okay, we're going to need to make some changes here. So that needs to go out onto its own. This goes out onto its own. This gets moved down to here. Okay, so those engines fire. That goes off. Sure. These need to be... Is that a decoupler there? Oh, and that's the engine plate. Okay, that makes more sense. This decoupler needs to be moved down along with the engine. Down to here. Madbro has made a... No, not there. Here. No. Here. Madbro made a big mess of this. No doubt about that. These are the drogue chutes here, and so we are going to place those here. The engine plate is never going to be activated. Okay. I want to make sure that that's disarmed. It is. SAS on. Throttle up. And Madbro has a pre-programmed flight plan here. And what pre-programmed flight plan is that? Well, Madbro is actually engineering some technology here. Remember, Madbro is not a pilot. So Madbro is actually going to use MechJeb for the ascent here. I have no idea how well this is going to work. We're going to use the ascent guidance. Can I remember how to use this? I used to use this a decent amount, but we just want an orbital altitude of 100 kilometers. 0-degree inclination is fine. And I think we just use the classic ascent profile. How do we... Oh, yeah, we just engage autopilot, I think. With an 11-second countdown, apparently. Well, we'll see how good Madbro's engineering is. This is going to be interesting. I have no idea how well this is going to work, but Mission Control has no control over this craft, in theory. For the record, I'm going to be doing this basically entirely with MechJeb. We're currently awaiting liftoff. There was an 11-second launch countdown. Select a target for a timed launch. Oh, okay. Right. So we need to select the station as our target. And then we want to launch to rendezvous. So we're going to warp to that. I have no idea how Madbro has not been accosted yet. But here we go. We can see our T-minus here. Or rather, Madbro's T-minus. In about 11 seconds here. Okay. It's going to be very interesting. Madbro definitely engineering new technology here. I'm assuming it's going to stage the SRBs. Assumably. And we'll see how the rendezvous does. It's now in the gravity turn. This is all automated at this point. Madbro is... Madbro's very good at this. At least so far. This is looking good. Cool. For the record, I don't plan on using MechJeb for other things. I just think it's thematically appropriate here. We're limiting our angle of attack to 5 degrees right now. This is all just default settings here, and that seems fine. It's setting the orbital altitude to 100 kilometers, but it's also trying to rendezvous with the station. I have no idea how well that's actually going to work. I guess we'll find out. It is launching at about the right time for that. So we're going to have the SRBs detaching in like 15 seconds. It's been a really long time since I've used MechJeb for this sort of automation. I just realized that. It's been like years. Well, it should be fine. It should be absolutely fine. Clearly, Madbro is an excellent programmer. It throttled down for that staging. Let's see here. Oh, that's because the apoapsis is plenty high. Okay, sure. It slightly overshot the apoapsis, but I think that's because of the thrust from the SRBs that it couldn't control. So that seems relatively okay. We're quite high up here. It took a pretty steep angle of attack, no doubt about that. Auto-extended the solar panels. Cool. And that is checked here to auto-deploy the solar panels and antennas, which, by the way, the antenna in here is actually disabled. We cannot contact Madbro. Wait, Madbro isn't in here. Madbro is so stealthy. Madbro is so stealthy that we're not even seeing Madbro in here. I like it. So I guess we're going to have to use our engineer on the station to transfer these over. We'll just pretend it's Madbro. Like, we just don't see Madbro in this cockpit. Sure, that's fine. So we know that we're going to do our circularization burn here fairly soon. Oh, we are automatically time warping. Okay, I didn't do that. I was just going to talk about time warping and whether we were able to do that, but MechJeb's got it. Cool. It started the burn slightly late, apparently. That's interesting. I wonder if that was some sort of a compensation for our apoapsis height, or if that was just weirdness. I don't know. We'll see. So we're launching into this orbit, right? We're not actually rendezvousing here, but we did time for the rendezvous. Our ascending node is 0.1 degrees. And we're going to be using the rendezvous guidance here, too. This is mostly just an experimentation on how this all works and refamiliarizing myself with the way that MechJeb works. But I don't plan on using MechJeb heavily in this series. I definitely do not plan on that. Okay. Reasonably circularized. It's not perfect, but honestly, again, I think that the major reason that this is not amazing is because of those SRBs burning slightly longer than MechJeb wanted them to. I'm pretty sure that that's what was happening there. So now we're switching over from our ascent guidance over to our... Where is it in here? That's the rendezvous info. Is it just the maneuver planner? I'm pretty sure there is a rendezvous automation tool in here. Intercept target at chosen time. After 1 hour? Sure. So we're now switching over to this. Start burn in negative 1 minute 40 seconds. That seems... 2588? That doesn't seem right. What is this burn? Let's get rid of that. Okay, I'm sure that there's a way to do this. I'm 100% sure. I remember using it in the past. I think that was before I was doing this on the channel that I was doing that. But I'm pretty sure I used the maneuver planner. I'm pretty sure about that. Let's see here. Fine-tune closest approach to target. What does that look like? Sure. I mean, that's a 779.6 meters per second delta V, right? But that's fine. We can definitely do that. We've got the delta V for it. So I'm trying to do this entirely with MechJeb. That's the idea, because this is a purely automated flight. This is all something that Madbro set up. And then apparently forgot to get in, but that's fine. Oh, Madbro. Now, I'm actually going to abort node execution here. We're going to remove that node, and we're going to recreate it, because we're a little late on it, right? So we're going to recreate the node right about here. Execute that node. It's starting these burn times a little late, it feels like. But maybe that's wrong. I don't know. We're going to be staging this and going based off of just this. Okay, MechJeb did not stage it. I'll manually stage that one, I guess. Cool. Of course, Madbro doesn't care about leaving space junk in space. Why would Madbro care about that? That is not a thing that Madbro is worried about in the slightest. So we're going to head on out here, and this should get us basically bang on the money here, or very close to it. So then we're going to continue using the maneuver planner to match velocities with target once we get there. I'm quite certain there's some docking autopilot in here too. Some of this stuff we might not actually have unlocked yet, tech-wise. So that's fine. Chasing this node, apparently. And that's fine. So we're going to not fine-tune this. We're going to match velocities with target at closest approach, and we'll create and execute. So we can see, yeah, we're going to be 9.1 kilometers apart. Hang on. Can we actually fine-tune our closest approach? Yes. Beautiful. Do it. So that was, I think, due to the bad timing there that MechJeb had. But we can definitely tune that in a little bit. Beautiful. Cool. So now we're going to use this to match velocities with target. Of course, it's just a target retrograde burn, right? We need a target. Apparently this target got cleared. So create and execute. There we go. Interesting timing on that. I guess this is a 1 minute long burn. Yeah, that does make sense with it being one minute long. So that's okay. We're going to head on in here. Beautiful. Now, of course, MechJeb is largely following the same process for this, and if we had the rendezvous autopilot unlocked, I'm pretty sure we're lacking some technology. Yeah, some modules are disabled until you unlock the proper node or upgrade the tracking station. So this is largely the same process that we would go through doing it manually, but yeah, it works absolutely fine, of course. No one's shocked about this. Well, maybe Madbro. Madbro might be a little bit shocked about this, but this is just a simple target retrograde burn that's timed to be ending approximately when we're 200 meters away from this, approximately. So this is absolutely fine. From here, we may actually have to ditch the MechJeb portion. We'll see. Okay, we're loading this in right now. It's a little slow to load because of all of the gold. The gold is actually pretty laggy. It feels like we're bypassing this pretty quickly. And now we're getting further away. Okay. MechJeb definitely didn't nail that timing. That's good to know. Of course, I would have also done some course corrections on the way in and ended much, much closer here. So at this point, I want to fine-tune our closest approach again, I think. And I want this to be, like, only 50 meters out. 600 meters per second? Hang on. Abort that node execution. Oh my, that's way more than it needs to be. So we're going to match velocities with target at closest approach. And what approach is that going to be? That's going to be up over here in about a minute. Sure. So, I mean, we are going to get a little closer here. We should definitely arm the advanced grabbing unit pretty soon. Now, keep in mind, no one on the station is expecting us to come in here. They're not looking out the window, presumably. And we're going to dock up right over here. We're targeting about there. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to get rid of MechJeb. MechJeb can't really do what I want to do from here. But this is all still automated. We are simply going to point over at the target, which we can't point at the target here, but that's fine. We're going to point at the target. We don't have RCS on this, but that's fine. I want to change our pointing direction to be approximately here. Ish. We're going to go in at about... We need to be a little bit quick. Hopefully nobody looks out the window on the way in. And then I'm going to flip back around to retrograde. We're just getting closer here. That's the vault right there. Slowing it on down. And then slowing it a little bit more. Beautiful. So now we're going to flip back around here. Overshooting it. That's exciting. Overshot by a lot. Okay. It's a little bit more powerful on the reaction wheel than I was expecting it to be. What way are we going here? We're going this way? Sure. Okay. We're just going to attach over here. If anybody looks out the window, they're going to be looking this direction, right? These guys are working, so they're not going to be looking out the window. They're in business mode. So we're going to head on in here. We're just going to grab on back here, real stealthily. And this, of course, Madbro is fully capable of doing herself. We are in a situation here where all she had to do was point where she wanted it and move in. Nothing too complicated to pilot there. So, here we are, and at this point, we're going to grab Bilstead. Bilstead was in there? No, Bilstead was up over here. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. This is Madbro at this point. Madbro is very, very stealthy. Like, incredibly stealthy. Madbro managed to sneak all the way over there, and that's cool. So we are now going to head over here. We can see that the vault is not all that secure once you actually get here. The majority of the security of the vault is simply how difficult it is to get to it. So we can start unloading the vault here. Cool. It's slightly awkward. Can we grab on over this way and still reach? I don't know that we can, actually. We might be able to grab on up here, actually, and be a little bit more stable. If we grabbed here, can we reach all the way over that way? We can't. That's very unfortunate. Okay, we'll have to be free-floating here. That's fine. Okay. Can we not weld, please? Thank you. I just want to get positioned here a bit. There we go. So we're going to get this all transferred on over. Madbro is putting a lot of effort into this, for the record. Like, way too much effort. Like, this isn't that valuable of gold, Madbro. Just letting you know. This is really not that valuable. But Madbro is here to empty the vault. And empty the vault she will. Can we stop drifting? Thanks. I know that we're applying forces every time we do this, which is slightly obnoxious, but it's fine. Okay, I want to get this... Oh, hello. Come on. Snap on there. There you go. Cool. The different angles make it slightly awkward, but it's fine. Okay, so there's one stack done. There's a bunch more stacks to go. No doubt about that. So it's going to take some time to transfer these over, and I'm going to do most of this off camera. And we'll be right back in just a moment. Okay, so here we are. Madbro, being incredibly stealthy, has stolen all of the gold from the vault. The vault is now completely empty, and it has all moved over here. Now, stacked a little haphazardly, to be honest. Some of these stacks don't look exactly straight. We'll see how well it survives re-entry, but Madbro is now ready to stealth her way back. So we're just simply going to release this advanced grabbing unit. No one is the wiser here on the station at this moment. So Madbro's theft craft is now just going to slowly drift away like a piece of space debris, and we are going to get out of here as quick as we can. Beautiful. So Madbro is out of there. Very, very stealthy Kerbal. Incredibly stealthy. Look at all that gold. Delicious, delicious gold. I don't know that gold is supposed to be delicious, but Madbro is under the impression that gold is delicious. So we're now done, and once again, this was an incredibly simple burn. Just a simple retrograde there. And we're now going to warp, and our re-entry is going to be pretty much automated. Some of these are definitely sticking out. Good stacking job, Madbro. We'll see how much they survive. A re-entry burn will likely be necessary. And we're going to hop on around here. Are we out of power? Apparently we're out of power despite our photovoltaic panel being extended that whole time. That's exciting. That's very exciting. Well, we'll see how much Madbro survives here. In theory, this should be a relatively survivable re-entry, to be honest. Especially if we were to ditch this. I was going to do a re-entry burn. Oh, we can't stage? That's exciting. I swear that this photovoltaic panel wasn't blocked either. I didn't expect to run out of electric charge on the way in there. We should have been charged up that whole time. That's very interesting. Oh, I suppose all of these switched on instead of being in hibernation, didn't they? Well, gold doesn't drain electricity. So I'm going to actually turn on infinite electricity for long enough to do this. And all we're going to do here, yeah, gold doesn't actually drain electricity. Those should have been in hibernation. Apparently, moving them resets that, because I did turn them all into hibernation off camera. So that actually does make sense. I figured it out, but I'm content with this. So we can't actually throttle up here. Well, we could. But I'm not going to. All I'm going to do is this. We're not going to do any fancy re-entry burns, and we might see some of the gold burning off here. We shall see. But that's all we're going to do. I will need to remember to turn infinite electricity off once it no longer matters. But gold doesn't drain electricity, so I'm content with this. We're slowing down nicely. We're still moving kind of quick. Madbro is not the best at mission planning, to be honest. This could have been done much better. I was planning a re-entry burn, but honestly, this is more thematic, so I like it. Madbro is going to be coming down, it looks like, in this desert. That actually makes sense, too. Madbro is fleeing into the desert with her ill-gotten gold. I like it. Nothing is burned off here as far as I'm aware. And are these no longer sticking out? That's interesting. We'll check that in a moment. It might have to do with, like, physics forces pushing the... Oh, they are sticking out here. Very, very slightly. Cool. There's our booster, currently crashing. Beautiful. But yeah, we're slowing down nicely. We'll disarm our advanced grabbing unit. That's no longer necessary. Cool. Drogues will be available very shortly. So now. And at this point, it doesn't matter to have this on. SAS can be disengaged. We can be out of power at this point. That's completely fine. So yeah, I mean, I don't love the fact that we ran out of power there and cheated the infinite electricity, but it's because the gold drained all of our electricity, and gold doesn't drain electricity. I didn't realize that it would reset that when I moved it. So now that I know that, we can avoid that in the future. Our other chutes are not actually deploying. Oh, right, because of electricity. We actually do need to turn that back on to deploy these chutes. Now it's irrelevant. Okay. Cool. So we're going to head on down. And this is absolutely fine. But yeah, that one solar panel, even both solar panels, if they were both extended, they wouldn't have been able to keep up with all of that gold. That's the core issue there. So let's bring this on down. It's going to be a little bit laggy due to all of the ridiculous amount of gold in here. Delicious, delicious gold. Wonderful. And there go the main chutes deploying. We should be coming down at a reasonable speed. Absolutely. It's going to be slow because of the gold. There's a lot of lag that creates. So to be honest, I'm glad that it's off of that station. That'll be fine. Well, good job with that one, Madbro. Now, what is our compensation for this? It doesn't really make sense that we're getting compensation, but according to the contract, we get the medium payment. And yeah, there goes our heat shield. We get our medium payment, so 50,000. And the cost of all the gold we return is a bonus. So if we were to recover this, we get the cost of it. So all we'll get is 50k. I guess Madbro is just like leaving us 50k for the cost of using the 3D printer. Madbro is a very ethical criminal. Cool. So that seems fine. Yeah, I don't love the fact that we did the infinite electricity there, but I do feel like it's valid because we should have had electricity if that was all gold and still in hibernation, right? So it's because it wasn't actual gold. I'm okay with it. So let's get ourselves the 50k here that we get for that. And yeah, the cost of all of this. So we can see the Probodopadine Octo 2s, 63 of them. We get about 60,000 from that. So really, Madbro wasn't all that profitable. Okay, so this needs to be at 72, I believe. Yes, that is correct. So we take this on up to 72. And there we go. Now it is past time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we might work on getting this done really quickly. I'd like to get that out of the way and get hopefully an actually interesting contract. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. And a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, James, Shadowwolf, and Lohan80, Rogue Corvid, Kentogan, Andy McGar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12UK, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.